Gervonta, Tank Davis vs. Floyd Mayweather, a fight no one expected to actually happen. Many believed it shouldn't happen at all. But now, it's official. The contract is signed, and the fight is on. What started as a mentor-student relationship has turned into a bitter rivalry. They're no longer just promoter and fighter, they're enemies. The tension between Floyd and Tank has been building for years. It began as a business disagreement, then turned into a clash of egos, and now it's deeply personal. Tank recently revealed the real reason behind their falling out, and it involves Floyd's daughter. What started as a rumor, sparked by Ryan Garcia's claims, has now become a full-blown scandal. At first, no one believed Ryan when he said Tank was involved with Yaya Mayweather, but Tank has now confirmed it. According to him, Floyd's daughter was obsessed with him, and that's what truly started this long-running feud.
At that time, I don't want to go too deep into it, because I don't want to bring up mine, but it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat, so they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Now Floyd wants revenge, and the only way he knows how to get it is in the ring. His relationship with Tank has always been rocky, but at one point, they were an unstoppable team. Floyd took Tank under his wing, built him up to be boxing's next big star, and gave him the winning formula to take over the sport. He promoted Tank like family, treating him almost like a son and hyping him up the way only Floyd could. But over time, cracks began to show.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, that's what I was told at the time. So
Tank didn't want to be controlled. He refused to be Floyd's puppet. Once he left Mayweather Promotions, everything changed. Floyd took it personally and made it his mission to make Tank's life as difficult as possible. What was once a powerful partnership quickly turned into a bitter feud.
I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
That's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
But the real drama started when Floyd found out about his daughter's obsession with Tank. According to Tank, she was constantly chasing after him, and Floyd couldn't stand it. He saw Tank as a bad influence, someone he didn't want anywhere near his family. For someone like Floyd, who spent his entire life building a perfect legacy, controlling his image, and staying at the top of the sport, the idea of his daughter being involved with the one fighter who openly defied him felt like the ultimate disrespect. That's when things got ugly. Floyd started going after Tank's career, blocking big fights, humiliating him in public, and even training other fighters just to take him down. He wasn't just angry, he wanted revenge. On paper, this fight makes no sense. Floyd is 47, retired, and has been fighting exhibition matches against YouTubers and kickboxers. Meanwhile, Tank is in his prime and one of the most dangerous punchers in the sport. But this isn't just a boxing match, it's personal. For Floyd, it's about putting Tank in his place and reminding the world that no matter how far Tank goes, he'll never be on Floyd's level. For Tank, it's about finally stepping out of Floyd's shadow. Yes, Floyd trained him, promoted him, and helped make him a star, but Tank wants to prove he's more than just another Mayweather product. He wants to show he's the future of boxing, and that leaving Mayweather Promotions was the first step toward becoming his own man.
Has the time come
Gotta ask you this. Has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training.
And here's the crazy part, Floyd actually believes he can win. Most retired fighters wouldn't even think about stepping into the ring with a young, active world champion. But Floyd isn't like most fighters. His ego won't let him back down. He's spent his entire career proving people wrong, beating the odds, and making sure the world remembers one thing: he's TBE, the best ever.
I didn't have to have 70 fights, 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
The fact that Floyd is even considering this fight says it all. He's angry. And when Floyd is pissed, he's dangerous. This isn't about money or legacy anymore. This is personal.
I killed you, motherfucker. You crazy? I don't know the fuck you nigga play with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I don't play no motherfucking games.
The fact that Floyd is even thinking about taking this fight says everything. He's not just upset, he's furious. And when Floyd is furious, he becomes a serious threat. This fight isn't about money, fame, or adding to his legacy. This time, it's personal.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would knock Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that he got the power, he got the skill and ability, he's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with, and he know that. His coach Kenny, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Talks to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. What the is you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
Floyd personally started training Kian, promoting him as the next big star, and sending a clear message: he wants Tank to lose. This wasn't just about building a new fighter, it was about taking direct aim at Tank and proving a point. Why? Because Floyd isn't just mad at Tank, he wants to see him fail. Floyd wanted Tank to fight Kian, the new fighter he's been training and promoting, but Tank refused. So Floyd did the next best thing, he stepped up himself. This fight isn't about business or pride anymore, it's personal payback. Floyd's not leaving it to anyone else. If no one else can humble Tank, Floyd is determined to do it himself. The big question heading into this fight is simple: can Floyd handle the raw power of Gervonta Davis? Let's not forget, Tank is a knockout machine. His left hook is lethal, and he's knocked out top-tier fighters with ease. Floyd, on the other hand, is a defensive genius, but he hasn't fought competitively in years. At 48, he's far from his physical prime, and Tank's pressure and power could be too much. Gervonta Davis is tough as nails. Sure, Floyd's defensive style was built to frustrate power punchers, but Tank isn't just any power puncher, he's one of the most dangerous finishers in the game. And after all the trash talk, betrayal, and drama, one thing is certain: Tank is stepping into that ring with bad intentions.
Tank Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is, Tank brings something different. Back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shaver was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in. Yeah, he fights to the level of competition.
Yes,
he was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because
If you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
With the fight officially set for September 2025, the countdown has begun. But this isn't just about titles or bragging rights, it's about settling a personal feud that's been building for years. For Floyd, it's one more chance to prove he's still the greatest, even in retirement. For Tank, it's the opportunity to silence his critics, shut down the doubters, and make a statement that could echo through boxing history. This fight is legacy versus legacy, and only one will walk away on top.
He may or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he needs to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think they're ever going to go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, understand his path and going to go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular on his way out.
But make no mistake, this fight is about more than just boxing. It's personal. When two fighters with this much history and bad blood face off, sparks will fly. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And please, share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.